employer ever gives you the option to be terminated or resign.
Watch that whole video, and if you're not following Paige, make sure you follow Paige because she's awesome. This video is acting as a warning in case your employer says, hey, instead of us terminating you, which looks like it's going to be the outcome, do you want to resign? And that may be a trap. My thought process coming from the employer side and being in HR, doing a performance-related termination is one of the worst things ever. It feels like a really dehumanizing event. Normally, the person has no idea they're about to get fired. I have to sort of arrange things with the manager. I review all the documentation. I'm there waiting in the room. The person comes in. All of their access is disconnected. It just feels like a really undignified, really embarrassing thing to do to someone. So I've actually always liked the approach of giving someone the option to resign so that they get to own the message. But Paige's warnings are absolutely critical. If you resign, you may not be able to file for an unemployment claim, which is why I've always done, in my situations where I've done that, I've always put an email in writing that we will not contest an unemployment claim, because internally in our systems, we are still registering it as performance termination, but we're just giving the person the option to own the message instead. I found that this helps put a silver lining on a really bad cloud. The idea of someone being told they don't have a job is one of the scariest things ever for someone to try to relate and try to sort of process. But the idea of telling them, hey, you don't have to decide right now. You get to tell people you're going to leave in a month or so. We'll just quietly transition things, allows at least a silver lining to a really bad situation. But if your employer ever does this, do make sure that you get everything that's stipulated in writing. And to Paige's bigger point, if you think you have an employment law case, definitely don't resign.